So for my new student dialogue, I attended Conformity is the Enemy. I found this particular workshop to be pretty interesting. It was definitely something that I wanted to discuss and learn more about. So I do believe that our group achieved a dialogue within the subject. It was a very active group. A lot of people talked. Actually, practically everyone did, which was very good to see that sort of participation. A lot of people offered their ideas and shared their thoughts and really reflected upon the subject to kind of get the most meaning out of the time we had. So the proctors of the people running the workshop were very helpful. They showed us a couple videos, examples of conformity being the enemy. The one that stuck out in my mind the most was one of prison guards, where they were told to do certain terrible things to other inmates, and they acted without question, and how that affected their psyche and their emotions and them on a much deeper level, and how that affected them. So that was very powerful to see, and we discussed that for quite a while. So, like I said earlier, I would say practically everyone was talking. A lot of people offered more personal examples, and this is where I participated quite a bit. I made the connection of some things that I've noticed recently upon coming to Clemson as a freshman, and that's Greek life, and that's where a lot of conformity, in my opinion, is seen, in more of a general sense, and maybe not that large of a scale. But just something minor that I've noticed is conformity with Greek life and fashion, and how people act and how people are perceived. The whole fraternity mentality is something that I've noticed. Me being Northern, was very different. Seeing everyone dress a certain way, the same way, the same articles of clothing. I guess this could also be seen in sorority life too, as well. But being a male, I noticed that everyone was dressing the same, which is something sort of foreign to me. And not being judgmental, but it's definitely something that I would not submit to, because I'm by nature very creative, and I like to show that creativity with whether fashion or art. And here I see these people conforming to what the norm may be, which in this case is a blazer and a tie and a shirt, and boat shoes. May seem a little harsh and judgmental, but I think it is conformity. Other people see what other people are doing, and although it may not be as important or in depth as some of the other topics we talked about, including, say, the Holocaust, and how it's quite a large contrast. But the Holocaust was discussed, and how people were told what to do, killing others without question. Some people did it, some people didn't. Obviously, that was then related back to the video that the proctor showed us about the prison guards, and jail inmates. So I think dialogue is a component of C1000 because it really gets people involved in discussion, and something that they get to choose the topic to discuss, to get some sort of investment or to have some sort of initial investment in it, because you get to choose. And I think that this is kind of what Clemson University represents. It gets people involved, it gets people talking, actively relating to a subject that they may feel strongly about, and kind of coming together, and that sense of community is seen through this. So I thought that this was a great opportunity. I did think it was a bit long. At a point, we seem to be belaboring the point, but nonetheless, it was a very good experience.